Right now, something is happening that no one on earth can explain. You are having an experience. The red of a color, the ache of an old memory, a quiet voice narrating just behind your eyes. We have mapped the universe and counted every neuron, and still, the deepest question about you has no answer. Why does it feel like anything at all to be alive? Consciousness is the one thing we can never step outside of to study. So instead, for thousands of years, we have mapped it from the inside. And that map has levels. What follows is one of the oldest maps of the inner world, part science, part contemplation. Hold it lightly, not as fact, but as a way of looking. Level 1. Deep sleep. Every night, you slip past thought into a place with no dreams, no world, and no you. Your brain slows to a deep, rolling rhythm, the delta wave, under 4 beats a second, and the self simply goes out. One moment you are aware, then for hours you are nowhere. And yet you wake, knowing you were gone. Something kept the seat warm. The old texts called this the dreamless deep, the self resting in its unmanifest form, a nightly fearless taste of not being. And each dawn, you are built again from nothing. Level 2. Dreaming. The senses close, the body lies still, and inside, whole worlds bloom. In REM sleep, the mind floods with story. You fly, you fall, you meet faces stitched from strangers and memory, and it all feels real. Here is the strange part. In a dream, you are the author and the character at once. Every voice is your own mind, speaking back to you. You build a world, forget you built it, and walk through it as a stranger. Which raises a quiet, uneasy question. If the mind can do all of that in sleep, how sure are you it isn't doing it right now? Level 3. Waking. The state you call real. Color, sound, weight, time, the whole solid world snaps back into place. But your brain is not recording that world. It is rendering it. Billions of signals a second, sorted into a 3-dimensional picture, just steady enough to survive in. You never see reality as it is. Bees see light you cannot. Whales navigate by the planet's magnetism. Your senses do not reveal the world. They show a useful sketch of it, and hide the rest. Waking life is not the opposite of dreaming. It may simply be the most convincing dream, the one everyone agrees to have together. For most of us, that is the whole story. Waking, dreaming, sleep. Round and round. But there is something underneath all three that never changes, and it only shows itself when the mind goes completely still. Level 4. When thought slows and finally stops, and yet you are still awake. Awareness, aware only of itself. In deep meditators, the two halves of the brain begin to fall into rhythm, the usual chaos smoothing into a single quiet wave. The old maps call this the fourth, beyond waking, dreaming, and sleep. And here you notice, maybe for the first time, that you were never your thoughts. You are the space they appear in. Level 5. Now the stillness does not vanish when you open your eyes. You move through the world, and a quiet, unmoved awareness watches all of it. Joy comes, sorrow comes, and both pass across the surface of something that does not move. You are in the story and watching it at once. Pain still arises, but it can no longer take all of you. Level 6. The witness softens into love. The world stops looking like objects and starts to feel alive. A tree, no longer a thing, but something breathing, lit from within. The traditions call it being, awareness, and bliss together. Love stops being a feeling you aim at things and becomes the way that you see. Level 7. The last line dissolves, the one between you and everything else. There is no longer someone looking at the world. There is only awareness, and the world is made of it. The drop, they said, becomes the ocean, and finds it was always the ocean, briefly shaped like a drop. Every flame recognizing itself in every other flame. And here the map folds back on itself, because none of this was a climb. The awareness in dreamless sleep, in the dream, in this very moment, it was the same awareness, all along. Maybe consciousness does not rise from the brain like smoke from a fire. Maybe the brain is the instrument, and awareness is the one playing it. We do not know. We may never know. But tonight, when you cross into that dreamless dark, and tomorrow, when the world rebuilds itself around you, notice the one thing that was there through all of it. Quiet, watching, home. It has been looking out through your eyes this whole time.